This is WYMT Mountain Sports, your home for the Kentucky Wildcats and local high school sports.
The 22nd ranked basketball Cats in Columbia to take on South Carolina today, and it didn't take long for this one to have some bang-bang fireworks. First half, Kentucky up by 3, but that doesn't matter. We're less than 2.5 minutes into the game, and Kentucky's head coach John Calipari picks up 2 technical fouls. Jamal Murray, Isaiah Briscoe, they're trying to hold him back. Tony Barbie's in the mess. He gone. Shirts untucked. Marcus Lee says, come on, coach. Come on, coach. All right, gets his money's worth. Players, rally around. Come on, guys, we can do this. Jamal Murray and Isaiah Briscoe. First half, Kentucky up by 5. That's Murray. He had 26 and 5 rebounds. Later, Cats up by 8. Marcus Lee sets the screen. Marcus Lee, he's rewarded. 29-19 Kentucky. Still first half. Briscoe, the lob to Scalabissiere. Cats up by 12. They don't need a coach. Second half we go. Cats up by 12. 18, and Tyler Eulis, he throws it off the backboard. Are you serious? Lee for the alley-oop jam. Yeah, now it's Kentucky up by 24. Briscoe passes back out to Eulis. 27 points, 12 assists for Coach Eulis today. And the Kentucky Wildcats, they didn't need anybody coaching them. They play loose and win it by 17. 89-62.
I think one of the telling things about this game is that you saw the influence of what Coach Cal has been teaching offensively. I never touched on offense. Didn't have to. Between Cal and Tyler Eulis, they're on the same page. And Tyler Eulis ran the offense. Every now and then I may have interjected something, but at the end of the day, it was his show. Only thing I cared about was that we rebound the ball, play great defense, and share the ball.
All right, next up for Kentucky is a rematch with Tennessee. Just a couple weeks ago, of course, the Wildcats went down to Knoxville, gave up a 21-point lead, and lost to the Vols. This one in Rupp Arena this coming Thursday night, February 18th, 7 p.m. tip time on ESPN. EKU needing a bounce-back win, hosting Tennessee State today. Jameel Powell, he gets us started with a 3-ball. Powell had 25 points, 53-43. Colonels up by 10, but TCSU comes back. Marcus Roper, yeah, he dunks the lob there. Final 20 seconds, now EKU down 3. Jarrell Rochelle tips the miss up and in, and then the Colonels steal the ensuing inbounds pass. Rochelle, oh, he misses. Jump ball's called. EKU gets one more chance with 1.7 seconds left. Rochelle for the win. No dice. Third time in the OVC, the Colonels lose a game when they had a shot to win it in the final possession. Out of high school basketball, Mercer County head coach Josh Cook went 23-9 in his first season as the Titans head coach. 2 more wins than his best season at Lawrence County. This year, he's already got 26 wins, and it's not even the postseason. Look at any poll, and the Titans are one of the top 3 teams in the state. Today, Cook and the squad went for win number 27 on the year. Mercer County, Cordia, lots of former Mountain star power in this one. Not only with Josh Cook, but that kid right there, Dylan James, the former Sheldon Clark Cardinal, ready to go. All-A-State Tournament MVP. Anthony Nelson ready to go for the Lions first quarter. A.J. Chisholm running the break. Kareem McDonald rocking it from downtown for the Lions. Now, talking with Coach Cook before the game, I asked, who's the guy if you need a shot you go to? It was this guy. Trevin Faulkner, the sophomore, right in front of the Cordia bench. So when Cordia needs a shot, well, you know who they go to, right? Nelson, of course. Steps in, knocks it down. Second quarter, Titans a screen high. That leaves big man Malik Henry guarding the point guard Will Hager. And Malik picks him. That's a UPI top play contender because he throws it up to Nelson, who jams it home at the other end. He went for a team-high 14, but there's a reason why Mercer is so good and has only lost 1 game all season. They're simply, well, they're just good. Malik Dow, that's a corner J right there. James running the pick and pop. He can light it up from downtown. And then right before the end of the half, Faulkner versus Nelson gets some. Faulkner wins that battle. 3rd straight win for Josh Cook's team since his Titans dropped their only game of the season to Lafayette, 66-47. Jeff Cothran's Somerset Briar Jumpers trying to end a 5-game losing skid. Somerset taking on Knox Central. Second quarter. Knox running the break beautifully. Jermel Carton up and in. Panthers up by 8, 34-26. Later, Jalen Adams, he can't hold on to it. Josh Cornett says, give me that. This way, yeah, I'm going to score. Lead cut to 5. Let's go third quarter. Chad Marcy, the big man for Knox Central, rebounds. And then Carton, outlet. There he is. Knox Central leads this game by 9 points. Cothran starts 4 sophomores on this team. One of them, Cross Grundy. He had 19, one of 4 jumpers in double digits scoring today. And then Jared Childers. He goes hard to the cup. 2 of his 4 off the bench. Somerset down just by 4 now. Where's the Knox defense at? They can't stop the set inside. They can't stop them outside. Wade Leifert says, get out of my house. That's a UPI top play contender. SWAT team out. He gets a good smile out of that. Fourth quarter, jumpers go back to what was working. Josh Cornett, good moves. 15 for Cornett. Somerset snaps its 5-game losing streak, 75-67 over Knox Central.
Dealing with a young team starting 4 sophomores, and hopefully they're starting to figure out how to make game-winning plays instead of game-losing plays down the stretch. So it's a little bit of a learning process, but it's obviously good to end that 5-game losing streak.
That's a look at sports. Be sure to come back tonight. Lauren and I will have plenty of more, a ton of content to come up on the Appalachian Wireless Sports Overtime Saturday night. That includes our game of the week with the LMU men and the LMU women. We'll be back after this.